please note that there are 3 terms that are used interchangeably, blah, blah, blah. My term of choice is white cell.
Could you say white cells, also known as T4 T cells, do such and such?
Okay, so you could refer back. Yeah, you could do that. You could.
These cells have a very specific job. A very
These
specific
cells.
purpose.
So you could use the word these instead of saying white cells again and refer back. These cells have a very specific job. Good. Okay. All right.
So, you know, you get like a cold or something, then the white blood cells work to help you get over it. They fight the germs for you so you can feel better. That's my blow register.
That was good. That was good.
Should you come down with some kind of infection, whether a common cold or something more severe, then the white blood cells work to eradicate it so that you can be restored to full health.
Beautifully done.
Go girl.
What would you do with, so, in both, and I don't know if you can remember, but one of the things that you omitted, which
She said
I
like
think
they
it's warranted.
identify them and then decide.
she actually, what does she spell? She spells antibiotic.
Yeah.
She clearly doesn't mean that, right?
Mhm.
But she says they do this.
They make.
And this is like factory. She's showing you like it becomes like a little antibody factory for a moment. So,
And I remember her saying that, but I didn't feel like, I felt like the white blood cells, that's what they do. I felt like it was still saying what was being said.
Right. No, I
I
think
wasn't sure how to put it in and not be awkward in a way too.
that makes sense. What you'll see in her next, the reason I'm asking is because in the next chunk, I think, or the one after that, soon, she's gonna refer back to antibodies and it'll be relevant. And so you would end up having to repair at that point.
Okay,
So,
okay.
just so you
So I
know.
could do something like, in order to combat the diseases, they produce antibodies, which,
So would you just
Eradicate.
yeah.
Yeah.
instead of
Yes.
antibiotics, did she mean antibodies instead of
She means
antibiotics?
antibodies, yeah, so that's a really big decision-making moment for you. Where you ask yourself, what will I do with the fact that she just spelled something that I know is not what she means?
It's
Um,
no, 'cause
No,
Antibiotics are made.
Right, but I thought if you take the medicine, then
but she didn't.
But she
She
goes
didn't
away.
say that.
She's talking about.
she's talking
white
about your
blood
body's,
cells.
your own internal, what your immune system does, that it produces
Well,
antibodies.
she's already said, go ahead and interrupt me, so can't you just say, I'm sorry, I missed that, did you say antibodies, right?
There's one option, yeah, you spelled antibodies, is that what you said? Yep, that would be one option. One option is to say antibiotic, and then one option is to just fix it. Or omit it.
I just was like, I'm not sure where that fit. Maybe I misunderstand antibiotics, but.
No. But my guess is, if I ask myself, what are some of the things that are important in the constellation of demands? My guess is that, to her, they're just words, if you don't hear them said out loud, right? If you just read a word and the only access you've ever had to it is that you've seen it written, it's really hard to remember how to spell it. Isn't it easier to spell words when you can sound them out? Mm-hmm. So, and how frequently has she been exposed to the words antibodies and antibiotics as opposed to me growing up in my life hearing antibiotics, 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 when you go to the doctor, get antibiotics, blah, 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 blah. So I think that it has to do with a different kind of exposure and different access to words. So then, I would probably be really careful about the decision to just say antibiotics out loud, because it doesn't take into consideration different levels of access. So, other options, though, I think feel more reasonable to me. Okay. Alex.
So now I'm going to talk about HIV and how the white blood cells react to that infection entering the body.
That was good. Okay.
Now just guess what white cells do when they see HIV in the body.
I like it. Yeah.
Unlike our previous discussion, HIV has quite a different response when white blood cells have quite a different response when HIV is imposed on the body.
Okay. I like it. I don't know if it'll be entirely different, but we'll see. You could probably work with it. I think you could work with it. Even if you said it's very different and then it ended up being a little bit similar, a little bit different, you could point out the part that's different, so it's easily repairable. Yes?
2 questions. Are you gonna be stopping this for our test?
Am I gonna be stopping it? No.
So we're just gonna have the 10 second?
Yes.
To boys?
Yes.
But you can
Oh.
start beforehand, you can start.
You can start anytime you want.
Are we doing higher or low register?
Match the speaker.
We're shooting for
Alright.
something a little higher. It doesn't have to be the highest you can come up with,
Just more
but
higher
higher.
than normal?
higher, on the higher end.
What was that?
That's the entering into the body, it's coming into the, so it's just enter, but this direction. Yep.
Can you sign that again for Krista?
God, it's too. Okay, so if you wanna try, you can try doing it while she's signing, rather than waiting until she's done.
Are they gonna be short snippets like this though?
Yeah, they're all like this.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay. Rachel?
When HIV enters the body, instead of the normal reaction to an infection, when HIV enters the body, the white blood cells have a different reaction than when other infections enter the body. Instead of killing the HIV virus attacks the white blood cells and then changes to, am I getting that?
Yeah, no, you're right. It attacks white blood cells, and then
Okay, so then the white blood cells become the HIV infection.
or they're infected.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
they become infected
I thought it
with the
Yeah,
virus.
I thought that the white blood cells become macrophages and absorb the HIV virus, and then the HIV virus mutates the DNA in the becomes white blood
Okay,
cell.
but did she say that?
I don't know.
No.
That's what I, okay.
Yeah.
My brain saw it because that's what it knows.
Okay,
You're
the danger of knowing too much.
Yeah.
The danger of knowing too much. Yeah, she didn't say that.
Would that be like an example of over-identification?
It is. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's watch it again.
Okay.
She's gonna talk about DNA in a second here, Ayla, and you can.
Oh, I was just going through like the whole thing. I didn't see all of it.
Okay, ready?
So she's saying that the antibodies can't fight it all?
That's what she said. Yeah, she said HIV clever because it knows, it already knows what's getting ready to happen. It knows the process is getting ready to happen, and it comes in and does that. Now, another thing that's important to keep in mind is that this video was made several years ago, so maybe scientifically, she could be wrong. I don't know enough about that kind of detail, but that's possible too.
Okay. So, HIV is sorry, I'm trying to pronounce it. I guess HIV is a different sort of infection, and it's developed strategies to overpower the antibodies that your body produces. I guess not, and then becomes the infection, and then, or I guess I said that already, kind of.
Overpowers the antibodies that your body produces.
Do I need to go into more detail, like what that? Okay.
No, I think you could leave that, and then something about,
This is hard. Okay.
which results in,
Which results in the HIV, which will result in your body producing more of the HIV virus without your control of that. Right?
she'll say that eventually, but she didn't say it yet, but okay. We'll let
Which
you.
results in your antibodies being destroyed by the virus.
Okay. Okay.
In low register. When HIV enters your body, your antibodies cannot kill them, and therefore cannot kill them,
Who's them?
cannot kill the HIV virus.
Okay.
The HIV virus takes over your body.
Okay. Okay. Takes over.
That was hard.
It is hard. It is hard. And again, because it's so specific, and it's the kind of topic that we don't talk about in general.
Yeah.
So I understand. That's normal. Luckily, this is not what the test is about.
I think I have trouble with like if somebody's showing something happening instead of like seeing signs. You know what I mean? If they're showing,
Mm-hmm.
like creating a picture, then like,
Right.
how do we put words to that picture?
Same.
Right. Classifiers.
Yeah. That's what
Right,
I'm
right.
Because I feel like if I say what's happening, it's like brings down the register.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not really supposed to do that.
Right. Right, because it's sort of like constructed action inside your body,
Yeah.
and you don't want to voice it that way. I agree.
Sign language is so cool.
It is cool. Hi there. Your turn.
Hi, there.
after entering the white blood cell, HIV will take control and produce itself over and over again until the white blood cell is forced to explode and disperse the infection throughout the body.
What's the word for produce over and over again?
Manufacturing.
Reproduce.
Okay, good.
Oh, I don't want to do the will register.
Blood register is harder.
Not for me.
So HIV gets in there and starts making itself, but then it explodes and the HIV goes everywhere and gets new cells.
Okay,
Good job.
I think that's good, yeah. I might, if I were listening, I might be confused about